Hello, hello. We are back with part 2 of Corset, Moosifer Lebelle versus Wu. So we will see how this game gets underway. If you're just catching up, we had some pretty fast expansion. Pretty fast expansion from Rome. And going for a land consolidation slingshot, there are a lot of groves here. And in a pretty much pretty aggressive opening, pretty clear. Greece is just on 3 cities, so if Rome pushes in here, should be over pretty quickly. But we'll see what Rome does. I think the players will play for maybe an hour or 2 today. So, yeah. Yes. All right, if you're just joining, we are Rome, I guess, bought a bunch of training. Adopted state religion. So yeah, they expanded pretty quickly here. And yeah. Yes, Rome just swapped leaders. Last turn, he now has another schemer. So I think he might have actually bought orders twice, actually. Yeah, he bought orders on the new schemer to get more after swapping. That's pretty cool. Extra. It's super cool. And of course, it resets the count. So it's -2 on the new leader instead of whatever it was before. All right, back over to Rome here. Yes, he's got a new leader, replacing his old leader. He started with a tactician. That tactician was swift, and now has a schemer who's unpopular, which is unfortunate. In aristocracy, he does have land consolidation, so we should be seeing some also some family opinion issues. I guess some rebels here, although it seems like has fixed things mostly. Jerwan Aqueduct being completed here in this landowner city as well. Could be a nice 5 farm Jerwan. Looks like he's gonna keep clearing here. Marble going up here. Don't really have anything to deal with this rebel. I guess these warriors in the back will be able to deal with it. If you're just tuning in, this is part 2. Part 1 of the game had Rome quickly expand with tactician, and Greece is still on 3 cities, somewhat constrained here. So yeah, we will see if Rome will take the rest of the map. They're going to have some incoming raids. And they also went for a land consolidation beeline, and they just got land consolidation last turn. So expect to start to see some groves here soon, although we haven't started any groves yet. Some scouting from Corset. And has the option to adopt slavery or freedom. Isn't starting a settler anywhere. Where is Rome, though? Why aren't all the roads leading to Rome? Yeah, Rome is over there. All right, Greece moving out to try to kill this Barb camp here. Corset is not the sub. Wu is the sub. So Wu can nicely subbed in for us, and I think is in a pretty dominant position in this game. So okay, pretty quick turns here from Wu. It's clearing the northern camp. Has a settler ready to go there. Does have some rebels back here. Looks like got Corset going up here, clearing this. There is a river. Right. So clearing this out, presumably gonna see some science picking up here. Still need to, unfortunately, this barb is camping the honey camp. Yeah, wild duel. It's you can expand and expand directly towards your opponent. The maps are also pretty small, right? This is I think 8 sites per player. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I guess there's kind of 2 sites in the middle here. So all right. Forestry discovered here from Greece, perhaps also realizing the land consolidation aspect, although pretty far behind here. Getting husbandry. I guess there are some horses, some cattle, some horses, some more horses, some goats. And then clearing this out, the river will keep them relatively safe. All right, well, Rome sees this expansion here. He's still Rome. Does it unpopular, so he really needs to seek political allies. He may not realize that he's unpopular. It's pretty easy to miss. Probably happened when he was new. All right, back over to Greece. Didn't enact a law. We picked up slavery, but we haven't enacted it. We should probably enact that law. Going forward here, this leader is a little bit hurt. Going back and healing it. Truce with the Numidians. We don't have a settler though for this site or for this site, so presumably we will start a settler here. And then I probably would want more warriors here, but realistically Greece's position is very, very dire. Yeah, I think that Roman settler is going to go to the north. I don't see another settler being built in Rome right now. Oh, there's one back here actually. So yeah, maybe this one will get forward settled and that one will get northern settled. We'll find out here soon. Yeah, Rome's a little order constrained here. We don't have navigation. All right, Greece continuing to hello all 8 of you here. Audio's hopefully okay. Um, yeah, I mean, Rome obviously doesn't know how far behind Greece is. They see Greece, like Rome is stronger and learned, but they don't have great vision inside Greece. They don't, I guess they see that Greece is on 3 cities to their 8, so they're probably getting some idea here. But yeah, Rome might just settle this site because I don't see Greece starting a settler anywhere, which is a problem. All right, thank you, Dodge Rocket. Right, it is reminding that we are unpopular. Maybe this will remind him to start the Seek Political Allies mission really easy to forget. Rome has vision here. Greece does not know that Rome has vision. Not sure what Rome is waiting on here. Get a Numidian courtier. There's plenty of money for it. Presumably not going to go to war with the Numidians at the moment. We did get this Numidian. Looks like Greece should be able to. Oh, there's a river. We have amphibious on that one. And we have a river here. So maybe move the leader up here. I mean, if I'm Rome right now, I don't see any rush, right? Like, realistically, I'm just going to clear every site on the map, settle everything. Looks like he's going to try to do a massive border boost. Seems like we're juggling. Rome is just very order constrained. I think I can show you how much tech he's invested. Oh, Rome is going for the Numidians. All right. So presumably this settler will be going here then, and we're just going to not settle there. And then we've cleared up the rebels. We're still unpopular. We have just not noticed unpopular. Yeah, I think they just do not realize they're unpopular, which is unfortunate. And that's probably where the rebel came from as well. All right, well, Greece does have vision of this. I think, yeah. So it sees that the Romans are moving in here. Doesn't have a settler, so they might just clear this site for the Romans here. Did get husbandry now, so they can start some of those horses and pastures themselves. Let's take a look here. Yeah, I think if I'm Greece at this point, I don't know that there's much Greece can do. I think they realistically needed to expand a little more quickly. And yeah, this site has been available. There's another site that they're clearing. They don't have a settler in either. They built walls in their capital. They built walls here. Yeah. right. Back over to Rome. Only Rome is going to settle here. I mean, this is such a sweet site for groves that no reason not to. They are getting these rebels, which is probably confusing because all their families are happy, but the rebels coming from unpopular. Paradoxically, they could swap to freedom, which would actually let them run unpopular, but realistically, you should just press seek political allies. I don't know that they realize that they're unpopular, so that's really unfortunate. I think we have a suggestion here to make right back over to Rome. Or sorry, Greece. We've got the still, we've had slavery and freedom for a long time at this point. Still have not enacted it. Could get land consolidation with redraw here. Really only have one grove though in borders, so I'm not sure what's going on. We do have Pella as well, so we could actually redraw to get free hoplites, which could be really, really good right now. Rome does not have 4 laws yet. Greece has no laws yet, but the free hoplites could be super helpful. Yes, Greece is doing a festival in this city for reasons I'm not sure about. Yeah, we can look at some stats. Military score, pretty significant lead for Rome. Science, somewhat significant lead for Rome. Food, iron, actually Greece has a lead. Stone, slight lead for Rome. The biggest thing I think is just the Roman economy is in actually about parity, right? Just they have all these cities, but they haven't actually improved them yet. It looks like we're going to clear the site. They awkwardly had, I guess, the barbarian upgrade, which means the injured barbarian popped out. And curious what tech choice we're going to see here, and no law selected yet either. All right, back to Rome. Getting husbandry. I think they're juggling for that border boost, right? So let's see here. We've got 53 points into trapping, 104 points into husbandry, 0 points into drama. So presumably we're going to swap to drama because I think we are trying to cycle his border boost here, if I had to guess. Maybe we'll settle this and then take the border boost. I don't see another settler. We do have a settler all the way over here. It's going to be a pain in the butt to get over there. In fact, we did found over here. So, and now we swap back to border boost. Wow, that's going to be a pretty epic border boost right up to right up to the Greek borders. All right, so Rome has their ninth city on Greece's borders here. And yeah, I'm sad that they do not realize that they are unpopular, and they somehow got stressed as well. And they're getting another rebellion unit. Right, got a nice crit, although across the river, that's just 4 damage. Yeah, I don't know that they realize this river here. One of these guys has amphibious, so this one doesn't, so probably should move over here. So yeah. 6, yeah. If they move this guy over here, then they should be able to clean that up next turn, although again, they do not have a settler ready. Rome has a settler moving, which is presumably going to go move to that northern site. Yeah. All right, we're getting pastures up here. A lot of food. Yes, Greece may be accidentally clearing this city site for Rome. Greece does have this event chariot, which I think is from a mercenary event. So Greece should be, Rome is still stronger, but Rome has issues back with these rebels. And yeah, Greece actually has slightly more forces here. All right, so they're big Roman border boost. Expect we're going to get navigation here to try to alleviate some of these order issues. Not sure. Now we're going for phalanx to get spears, which will conveniently be very good against that chariot, although they don't see that chariot, although I probably would get navigation here if I were Rome, just for orders, but maybe getting a 5 strength unit is probably a good idea as well. I don't hate walls here, given that this city is almost certainly going to be under pressure, but at the same time, I don't know that I would build walls before worker. No, we'll see here. And finally, they have clicked on seek political allies. So hopefully that will remove unpopular. They realized they were unpopular. Getting some groves up as well. There's 1, there's 2. And this settler is moving over there. Get some more. So yeah, I would probably try to be greedy and get some of these groves up. It's a pretty nasty border boost though. All right, looks like Greece is... Oh, they had a free promo that would have got it, but they didn't use it. So even upgrading Steadfast here would have been able to clear that right away. Fortunately, it won't matter, but yeah, they don't have a settler ready. Also, they do have this, they could force march this guy and clear that, but again, without a settler ready to go, it doesn't really matter. And I wonder whether we'll see this Roman settler actually come west and Rome ambush this site. That would be something. The free promo does not have a cooldown. So if you have a promo that does not take XP, you can use the promo before attacking. So it's useful to hold a free promo around and then use it situationally when you need it to get a little bit of a boost. Obviously, if there's something particularly good, then you can definitely do that. But here I think Tough definitely would have done it. Studfast definitely would have done it, and maybe Combat would have done it. I'm not sure. All right, Rome is maybe no longer unpopular. If they pay 90 wood, which they totally can, they can add estates in Rome and no longer become unpopular. So now they're going to place estates in Rome, which is fine. It's not really a big training production. And looks like they placed estates here. So we have some beautiful Roman estates here, and we are no longer unpopular, although we are stressed. So now we need to indulge in revelry to get rid of stress if we want to be able to influence anyone. Yeah, I really am not a fan of the unpopular and stressed events. The groves are starting to come online, so we're starting to see science shoot up pretty big here. That's gonna go. We went from turn 40 with 38. Now we're on 66 right now. That'll update next turn. We've got some more groves, obviously getting some gardeners online as well. Still more groves that need to be improved. So that's partly why I want navigation. Yeah, it looks like because Rome is so order constrained, they're not going to try to challenge this. And looks like they're going to settle here, presumably grabbing 3 more groves. Yeah, and going to their 10th city. Sprawling all over the map. So fortunately, that should stop the rebels now that they're no longer unpopular, and they just need to handle the existing rebels that they have. Still no law adoption here. Also phalanx in Greece. They are now a dog owner. Or no, their heir is now a dog owner. Princess Agrippina. All right, expect we will get the kill on the main unit here and then heal with the 2 there. Still no settler. Right, and presumably we'll heal here with this warrior at this point. This is kind of dangerous. These warriors are at risk of dying. Rome can reach all of them and just kill them. Obviously have their own rebel issues, and they're trying to get this land consolidation play up and running, but yeah. Healing up here, we can get rid of that overlay just to make it a little easier to see. Still no settler. It's been a long time, and I don't know why Greece has not decided to settle this site. They cleared it a long, long time ago and then just never built a settler. And they've now cleared this site and don't have a settler ready for that. They're running council here. They ran festival here. They could easily build 2 settlers without too much issue. At the rate this is going, though, Rome will actually settle this site. So also no law enacted in Greece. So all right, Rome. Getting another rebel. Why? I guess yeah, they're still stressed, so they need to clean up that stress. Oh, that rebel is from the slums. Oh, how awkward. Yeah, they had a slum event. All right, we founded the northern city. Do we have another settler being built anywhere? I don't see one yet. This is a nice way to keep track of what workers are doing. And then this is a nice way to see what cities are doing. Yeah, we're just so order constrained. This is why I was like, I think I should go they should go navigation personally, just to fix these order issues. What is our city count? 3 statesmen, 5 landowners, 2 champions. So these lectures are definitely worth assigning. You can give them to the family once you have a lot of cities, which they obviously do here. Both the champs and the statesmen want wine. These guys want olives, so it's -10 opinion for not having that per city. So you can see this is -100 for not having honey and olives. And this is -60, and this will be -40. But the more important use, I think, of the first one is assigning it to your seat to try to get some culture. So, for example, you could go here and then send some resource here. Yeah, there's no point improving or obtaining luxuries if you don't assign them. They do nothing for you if they are not assigned. So you should assign them. In general, I like assigning them to my military production city or any city that I want to get to strong or legendary. And then after that, assigning them, if they're a family luxury, to family. I tend to do the first one, the family luxury, to a city, because they also increase happiness, which slows discontent a tiny, tiny bit. Yeah. Looks like you have another event. The Spice of Life. I can show off our new event finder here because I wasn't able to show that event. That event there, you can see they had the choice of subsidizing it and getting extravagant and getting some happiness, getting frugal, or getting spice. And it looks like they took the discipline. They're already at 3 strength, so that was this middle option. The discipline was a fallback for that. So, and that disappointed that oligarch, which now has pissed them off. So hopefully we will see an influence here to not piss them off, because otherwise we have champ rebels. Yeah, angry family, -10% strength. So this unit can get slaughtered very quickly. Yeah, if folks have any questions about the game or about Old World in general, feel free to ask. Happy to answer any questions folks might have. Right now, this is pretty slow to cast. Rome is in a pretty dominant position here. Sad to see this legacy fail. If we had just founded this city, I'm pretty sure we'd have gotten 5 ocean or coast tiles pretty painlessly. Yeah, we've got lots of resources, but have not built anything with them. So Got a law, but didn't enact it. Got luxuries, but then we're starting a minor here on this ore. We should really start a settler here and settle these two sites. This site may even be tricky to settle given the Roman presence there. So we'll see what Rome does. Still some rebels they need to deal with here. They did finally clear stressed somewhere. Ah, yes, starting as these solutions. No longer stressed, it just went away by itself, which is great. I guess that's actually the best call. I think it went away by itself. I'm not sure. I don't think he did indulge readily. Science is popping off, 84, and some more groves going. We're going to start improving some of these groves. Presumably getting a worker up here as well. Get those groves up. Probably should get a worker here, get these groves up. Clean this up. Should be pretty quick. You think we can make the overlay a little larger that way? Is that better? Preview, the battle preview as well. Hopefully that's a little easier to see. Yeah, we can preview warrior versus spear. Yeah, spears trade pretty well despite 5 versus 4 strength. It's actually a pretty big jump, 8 to 4 damage. So I did build the overlay up thanks to some starter code and the idea from Asteris. So hat tip to Asteris for their suggestion and their initial PR. All right, Greece is moving in on Rome. We might have some combat here. The Greeks are like, hey, looks like there's some Roman tribal units that have taken over this city site. We were going to clear that. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Still no settler being built. We are getting an Olympiad here. Olympiad. It's not a mod. It's a stream overlay on the reference site. So, so I can post it in chat here on the reference site there. You can also just search the reference site. Yes, I don't think this attack by Greece is going to go well. Rome can upgrade to spears, and in fact just did. So that spear is not going to have a good time, or is going to have a very good time with that chariot. We can show off what a spear can do to a chariot here on stream. 9 damage, verse 4. So chariots just do not work against spears. So maybe Greeks will turn around here. Phalanx discovered, presumably we're going to get admin here, because I would think you would want to cycle for navigation. And we also need trapping because we don't have any ranged units. Could also see a case for husbandry. Personally, I'd probably lean slightly more towards admin because sovereignty is just so good. But yeah, we need to get trapping and we need navigation. So, wow, just 1 hit point left on that rebel. And yeah, we have one event as well. Righteous or send your kid traveling. Probably not a good idea to explore before you have the exploration law. Yeah, of course. I love this game way too much, so always fun to build tools to make the game more enjoyable / easier to understand, because it is a very complicated game. Really hats off to Mohawk and the design team on this. It's a beautiful game. All right, so Rome. Comes out of orders, and yeah, we're getting husbandry. And we upgraded to spears on the front lines, so that'll be handy if we need to go fight Numidians, but there's this other tribe here that is showing up the Blue Tribe, singing music and doing plays, like some sort of strange rituals. All right, we have discovered spears ourselves, so we could retreat and upgrade. We got lots of training and lots of resources. So since we have it, we might as well. I feel like we had a third warrior. Oh, it's up here. Okay. Yeah, the terrain's pretty bad, but it might be worth retreating and upgrading. Definitely do not go into spears with a chariot across a river. This is not going to go well. Oh, we're going for it. Greeks are moving in. Undaunted, the siege of Valencia commences. Nope. Chariot's like, I don't know. Yeah, but realistically, they are going to lose units. This is a very highly promoted unit. It has commander. You could put this unit here, put the commander next to it, and just smush that first unit. And then potentially heal this up, upgrade. Yeah, this is going to be over very soon. Yes, 10 points for bravery. All right, let's see what Rome does here. They've got navigation in 2 years, order boost right now. They're taking trapping. Okay. Which makes sense. Trapping unlocks military drill and also slingers because they need some ranged units. We're approaching getting some more groves online here. So, yeah, let's see if we move in. Definitely kill this unit. Put commander there, there. Pulling up more reinforcements. Another event, Patronage of the Gods, which clicked by too quickly, so we can use our fancy event viewer. I'm going to keep an eye on the front here just in case they move. They took legitimacy as opposed to getting extra culture. Yeah, it doesn't look like Rome is going to move in. They're not scared of 3 warriors in the forest. There is a river running along here and then here. I guess there's no river here. Right? So yeah. Yeah, the chariot. Chariot doesn't do very much damage against the spear. So Greece does, or maybe they're just fencing this off until they can get a settler. They could start a settler anytime. And yeah, coaching advice for Greece, I think it's just focus on the fundamentals. I think PVM has done some good videos. Boldus has done some great videos of just opening strategies, expanding quickly and early. You generally do want to get some settlers up and running early. 3 cities is realistically too few, especially when you have a cleared city site and another cleared city site just waiting for you. Realistically, this is on the Greek side of the map as well, so can understand not being able to settle the middle in pace, but like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cities. 6 cities is like I'd say the minimum. 5 or 6 realistically, depending on the map. Like if you have that, 2 families each city, nice little split. Or 3, 2, 1 if there's a particular good family. Yeah. So All right, so road building here. The city's already connected from the water, because apparently the water connection goes around that way. But this Champ City was good. We are building a slinger. Treasury here. Not sure I would build a treasury when I have 20 this much gold, when you could build a settler. Get another city production queue up. Okay, didn't use any time extension. Also, we're out of orders. All right, trapping researched. Ooh, free Hastati. That is too tempting not to take. Yep. All right, I presume Rome is going to attack once they get those free Hastati. Might be good to piece the Numidians or just go kill the Numidians. I don't know. We got 4 spears here. We see Greece is weak or naive. It's time to go in for the kill. We got our security walls on this. Totally unnecessary in this game. But yeah, I think if Rome goes and gets the attack here, that will be it. Surprised that we don't see this. I mean, this unit is a free kill at this point, and I'm a little confused why Rome is not moving in and taking it. They have pretty good vision. They actually see all the Greek military except for the militia. So this is it. $450 to 200. Just those 5 units. Free Hastati will just be massive overkill, and will take a long time to get here. So we don't have a great road network internally. Well, we do have decent river network. We are starting some roads here. Pretty much almost all the groves are up. Obviously no groves yet in this city, but yeah. All right, well, Greece has pretty good vision here of what's going on. They see 4 spears. 4 spears against 3 warriors is not going to end well. And the chariot ain't going to help against spears. They're getting a free archer card, though, which won't really help in the forest. But we should have some combat here. We're getting some slingers. And hopefully we'll get some more units printed here in our unit printer. I think the champ seat has only actually built 1 unit, which is a real waste of the champ seat. Fortunately, the champs are also angry, so I would like to see an influence here, because that also hurts. That's why this unit is so squishy, because it is injured. Or not injured, but the family is angry. 13 orders to go. Finish this road. All right. Looks like we're moving back a little bit, somewhat, slightly. Not really sure. We finished our road. Still have not enacted a law. And realistically, it's not over. I think Greece, like, what could Greece do in this situation? Pull these units back, right? This is an insane place for them to stand. You're on 3 cities. Get a 4th city up. Use your seat to print spearmen, and also some slingers. Build some forts, and then tuck up to the moon, and then you have a strong city. So if you can, yeah, I mean, you're behind at this point on tech. They have not settled this coastal site for reasons that are completely opaque to me. They cleared this site and didn't have a settler for it, and it may respawn before this game ends. That chariot is also tempting. If I'm Rome, I might just say F it and go for the chariot. I mean, there's so many things you can kill. Like, the free archer won't matter that much. So, right, aesthetic movement. Okay, get the wisdom. Yep. 1 year on the free hastati. Really like to see Rome just eliminate some of these units. There's no reason for them to not eliminate them. Sniping the chariot would be good. You see that Greece is now much weaker and primitive, so got free hastati coming up. Presumably we'll get navigation and a couple more draws. It's very order constrained still. We're of course building a bunch of improvements as well. Building another grove. Yeah, obviously we have the, it's very true, Brack, that Rome doesn't realize how good their position is and Greece does not realize how bad their position is. We have the privilege as observers of seeing the game from a bird's eye views, although 18 points to 7, 10 cities to 3, and 2 laws to 1, and also much stronger and learned is a problem. So, but yeah, we're going to have the free hastati, which presumably I expect Rome to move in once that happens. I'm curious if we will ever see a settler started in Pella again. The champ seat will have decent production. We also should toss an influence. We got 2,700 gold. Yeah. Really unsure of what Greece is doing right now. All right, we're starting an Odeon in the Sage's seat with Roman units lurking. You can upgrade to spears, so it would be worth bringing these back and upgrading the spears. It would actually help quite a bit. Because Rome is making a mistake in that they could have killed these units multiple turns ago and are just not killing them for some reason, which is very bizarre to me. Like they can kill them. This unit is dead. You can probably lock another unit. Yeah, you can just go kill this unit pretty easily. So yeah. I'm really not sure what to do in the Greek position here. I don't think there's any hope of recovery at this point. Your opponent is much stronger and learned, has 10 to your 3 cities. This is pretty much GG here. And the science lead is now 84 to 39. Yep, the Greek player actually played in the last tournament as well, but they do feel like they are relatively new to the MP scene. So yeah, we try to encourage folks of all skill levels to participate and play. And hopefully this cast and the previous cast has been somewhat educational in terms of just what to do differently. Sitting on 8 orders, scouting the very large Roman Empire. Okay, swapping over to Rome. Got our sweet free Hastati. They can't quite make it all the way over, but they can get a long way. Fully expecting them to move up. Event-wise, there's some money issues here. All right, we are moving along awkwardly in the marshes, but I don't think that'll matter. Getting mill drill makes a lot of sense. And then hopefully we get navigation next turn. Or in 2 turns, then get... Oh, we did. Sorry, I missed some action. These 2 units did finally move forward and kill, as expected. They're moving this way. Actually, would have been... I don't know whether from the previous position they could have moved all the way over here. Probably not. But that would have Zach-locked it. All right, we have First Blood. A Greek warrior is dead, with Hastati on the way, with more spears nearby. And yeah, there's not much that Greece can do against this, but Rome has finally decided that the Greek warriors on the borders were just unacceptable. As the trap ambition of an opulence project, which actually can be fulfilled pretty easily because they have this there. They also founded Zoro. It's 20 years ago. I haven't done anything with it. All right. Oh no, the Greek unit has been lost. I'm getting a courtier. And they do have some archers that they can potentially use, although the archers will not really do that much damage. All right, the Greeks are fighting back. Oh, they're going to get a kill. All right, the Greeks have taken out a spearman. They do have this archer as well. Perhaps they move it further out, and they can print units very quickly here in their champ seat. So I don't think it's going to make a difference, but definitely could print your own spears. And then they assigned a general without moving the unit, which probably would have moved the unit first and then assigned the general. Yeah. You can also redraw as a scholar and get free hoplites, which would probably not come in time, probably because they're like 7 turns away because your science income. But yeah, I don't know. That's the best hope right now. But yes, the Greeks have attacked the Romans. After the Romans attacked the Greeks, we're building militia, which I really don't love. Do not build militia. Spear here, which is a good call, and a slinger here. So yeah, unfortunately, I feel like Rome is going to just take out this chariot and then bring in more units and clear stuff up that way. So, but Greece has killed a Roman unit, a higher strength Roman unit than they lost. So currently it's a 5 strength to 4 strength in terms of kills in favor of Greece. I suspect that will not remain the case for very long. All right. 1 order left. We have a tech choice. I would probably redraw and go for those free hoplites. But realistically, I don't think anything at this point is going to matter. Yeah, the fact that this city was not settled is wild to me. Militia is definitely not the right call. You should do a spearman, or realistically a settler to get another production queue, or do a settler 30 turns ago. Yeah. Okay. Not sure why Greece is not hitting the end turn button right now. Don't really see anything else. I guess they're pondering their tech choice. We do have a lot of luxuries to assign that they just did not assign. Thing they could do right now to fix their champion opinion is buy some orders with training and then send some luxuries. It's not ideal. It's just plus 20 opinion, but two of them will fix that. Artisans actually love luxuries, so you can always give them plus 40. So they're super efficient to keep artisans happy with luxuries. All right, not sure what Greece is waiting on here. And yeah, I don't know. Why are we not hitting end turn? And why are we not picking our tech? Not really sure what the question is here. All right, we have decided our tech choice, aristocracy. And presumably you're going to hit enter now. All right, let's see what the Roman counterattack is. Do they just clear this unit out? Or do they go after the chariot? They pull up their friends. They're really, really short on orders. Robust. That will help with orders quite a bit. And a little bit of legitimacy won't hurt as well. All right, they are going for the chariot, and the chariot is gone. And then they're going to go for this other unit, which will still be able to get out. But then maybe they can force march something. They could. They don't really have the training. So yeah, let's say another unit. Right. They presumably took robust. Yep. So that will help quite a bit. They get 5 extra orders next turn. And they are slowly moving their stati forward. Mill drill next turn, and then presumably they'll get a 50% shot of Navi, something like that. All right, so chariot dead. Can this warrior can force march out? It can get out, so probably good to get out with everything right now. And retreat, fall back, maybe wait for the spear, wait for the slinger, wait for this archer, and hold the line here. You probably want to force march out, actually. No, they're attacking. Okay, well then they're just going to lose that unit too. All right. So not sure what's going on there. Yeah, so attacks like this aren't very helpful because you're doing a little bit of damage, but damage doesn't really do anything to units. If units lose their health, then it matters. But if they have more than 1 hit point, they can hit just as hard. You could, in theory, get a kill here, actually. If you force march this forward, you've got tons of training. And then if you had attacked with this unit as well, you could have actually killed the spear. So you can buy training always with orders. If you're a schemer, you can buy it with legitimacy. And once you get the very late game tech, okay. So I think this is pretty much GG here. We are going to, you can move here, which will kill that unit, and then attack here, and this unit will be Zoc locked. You see the archer? Yeah, you've got 24. and we did not get lucky and get Navi, so I would actually do administration here to shuffle, and we are pulling this forward. I love the tactician and the commander on this as well. All right, did exactly the tactical move I was hoping, so now this unit cannot escape. Okay, maybe this... Okay, so that is a misplay. Woo. The reason is because when you were flanking both sides of the unit, you were disabling, you were locking it from zone of control. It couldn't move away. By doing it this way, this unit can actually run away now. So moving this unit off this spot, if a unit, so you can see if I click on it, the unit can escape. If this unit had been here, this unit wouldn't have been able to escape. The way Zoc works, let me switch over to Greece's view. You can see the way, oh wait, I can't show the Zoc overlay. That's interesting. Interesting, the Zoc overlay doesn't work for observers. Yeah, so that's unfortunate tactical misplay by Wu. Yeah, you could have trapped that unit. I guess maybe they were moving into the forest, not sure. All right, really would expect this to be retreated and healed in the city. You got very lucky. You probably don't need more mines. You should probably build some forts. You got some slingers, getting another spearman out. Yeah, so realistically, you want to maybe put some forts down somewhere. Hold the line as well as possible. But realistically, this is also surrender territory here. Your unit is at, you are at 10-3. Your opponent is much stronger, and you just lost another unit. I think you just took out that early spearman and now have not taken anything out. So, all right. 11 orders. What is Greece going to do? Since, yeah, everything's pretty much do 7 damage here. I mean, moving the archer in doesn't really help. It's got this does have ranger on it, so you can actually almost kill it. The problem is that zealot. Okay, we have retreated and are healing back up here, and we're putting the archer in the city. Other fun things you can do: you can get Eagle Eye for promo, and then we're going to have 2 more units pop out next turn or so. Really should also influence this family. This is a problem that these families so upset. You know, so the Hastati, I think, are going to make short work though. So once they arrive on the scene, which should be presumably next turn, let's take a look here. Now we've got a bit of training in the bank for room. So yeah, the Hastati can get up to here. So should be over before turn 60. All right. All right, I regret not making dinner before this game because I want to make dinner. So I have been strongly incentivized for this game to wrap up so I can go make food. All right, Rome, that robust is helping out quite a bit. Expect navigation here as well. Bunch of events. You get that free worker. Probably don't want a Grand Vizier, although Eloquent Grand Vizier is actually really, really nice. And Diplomat actually, does Diplomat Grand Vizier, scientific you would know this, does Diplomat Grand Vizier give you family opinion in every city that it's a governor of? Because that would be insane. All right, we're healing up, and we have our Hastati in borders. So we've got 7 units here. We are getting a War Elephant here as well. Love to see that. Another war elephant. It's another 6 strength unit. Opulence indeed, we're going for that ambition. We do not have 7 laws. Navigation will be law number 3. Sorry, 4 laws. Yeah, so yeah, the Wary of the Mountain project is usually worth taking because it does increase rural production specialist, but you're probably done with rural specialists by the time you get that. And importantly, it gives you a free worker. It's that event chain. What is it called? Mountain Wakes. Let's see if I can pull it up. And the previous event is this one. Let us not stray any closer to the mountain than needed. So either get courage or a free worker, and generally take a free worker. All right. Greece has their archer, has a slinger, soon has a spear ready. Rome is still much stronger despite you producing an extra unit or 2 here. They're going to get militia ready in a second here. Aristocracy, their second law. They're at the order cap. They're signing generals. They're upgrading all their workers into militia. I think this might be the last stand. All their workers into militia. This is it. And the last defense of Greece. The champ seat with an ore can print units pretty quickly. Don't think it's going to matter, but all right. Statai, go in. All those walls are going to make these cities almost so much harder to take down too. Do all the cities have walls? They do. Oh no. Oh no. All the cities have walls. Also have a new ruler. We just had our previous ruler die. I missed that he was doomed. Died at age 41, so pretty early. Unfortunately, he was robust as well. But we have a zealot now, which is insane because we're Rome. So we lose the robust, which is going to hurt order-wise, but we do have orders this turn. And that means this unit can go so far. Look at this movement. It is a 5-turn movement. Oh, we assigned our leader as a general as well. So yeah, this can just go so many places. Would love to see this Roman scout. See what's up. Vipsania the New. Yeah, look at how far this thing can move. That's so crazy. Yeah, Zealot Rome just can move so many places. All right. Well, presume we'll see an attack from Rome next turn. We'll get navigation as well, so that will help a little bit. And then what's our draw after that? We'll see. Ooh, free hoplites, 6 years away. So that is hope for the Greeks. Probably go grab that. Serious family opinion issues here, unfortunately. Could adopt an ambassador. Let's see if there's anyone good. This guy's decent but old. This guy's decent and young. That's plus 60. Well, I guess only plus 30 because these two families don't have religions. Probably don't need the culture as Greece, so yeah, I would probably take the diplomat dude. Definitely get the free hoplites here. And yeah, I mean, the position is pretty much lost at this point, so yeah. Yes, Hastati trade well with hoplites. So you can do fancy overview, or sorry, overlay. So Hastati sort of eat hoplites alive, basically. They are the one unique unit that trades favorably with hoplites. Hoplites are very strong, but there will be two hoplites, and they can stand next to each other. And the nice thing about hoplites is they get formation, and formation is plus 20% strength if they stand next to each other. So, but of course, Hastati, by being Hastati, they have plus 25% strength for melee units, and oftentimes 25 is larger than 20. So they are also super strong. All right, 0 orders used here from Greece. Not really sure what's going on here. We got 13 orders to go. We haven't made a tech choice. Time is ticking on the clock. Nothing appears to be happening in Greece. All right, here's the final stand. So let's see. Things Rome should be doing when attacking here. Kill units. Do not try to take out the cities. Eliminate all the units you see first. All right, we did take serfdom. All right, boom, we're in. Greek militia killed. Just so few orders here for Rome. All right, attacking Slinger. Um, Right, some more rebels. The champs really hate some rebel issues over there. A big flood, but fortunately not between the two armies. Yeah, I'm unclear why Greece never settled this city site. It is a mystery. All right, we do have Romans inside the Greek borders for the first time. And as usual, there is a flood. The gods are indicating their displeasure with the Greeks, not only by sending them Romans, but they are also seeing flood. So we will see what the Greeks do. They are getting those free hoplites, which are, again, really good UUs, except for against the Roman UU. Yeah, this is why I wanted a medium timer by default. But I recognized it was a little too fast for some people. Yeah, Greece does not actually see what's coming. So as far as they can tell, they just see 3 units here, and obviously their opponent is also is down to stronger as well. So they may feel like they are making progress. They are catching up. They only lost a militia last turn. Don't think they will be able to kill anything this turn. Their best shot is this archer. All right, they are shooting. And there's the spear. Nice lined up attack here. And then we can plink it. Oh man, can we actually plink this spearman down? I think we can. We're getting another militia. So this militia can do, yeah, plink, plink, plink. This is amazing. And then this last militia can plink here, and we're going to get a spearman killed. Amazing. The Greeks have killed a Roman spearman with 3 militia, a spearman, and an archer. So, yeah, that is pretty epic. The value militia. And both nations having issues with their champion's family. Really pissed off. Some family issues here as well. So fully expecting this Roman zealot to come here, this to attack that, and then the zealot to kill that, and then more spears to come in and start cleaning up these militia. That archer is going to be really annoying in the city, so it's probably going to be worth killing stuff outside the city. And that tactician is a good choice on the spearman. Rome only really has some melee units. We are rushing a war elephant out to get some more stuff there. We also have decrees building. Love to see that. We did finally enact slavery in Greece, and we can potentially get centralization as well. We're going to get another spearman in Greece. Rome sends in units one by one. The Greeks might just kill them one by one. So, I mean, attacking into an opponent's champion seat. All right, so I mean, let's see, what else can the Greeks do? I would love to see some influences here. We could also assign an ambassador. That would actually be really good here. Like I said, this guy is probably the best option because he gives you family opinion and religion opinion, and then, yeah, and toss an influence on this, and then are there any diplomats we can assign? Yes, we could assign a diplomat here. Not sure where those last 2 orders went, but diplomats are a great way to manage family opinion in a pinch. There's 2 diplomats we could assign, in fact, the ambassador being one of them. But I think I'd rather have him as the ambassador. So, all right. All right, I think we can hit the end turn button. 44 seconds left here. All orders used. All right, let's see what Rome does here. All right, move this here. No, retreating. Okay. All right. Rome is terrified by the militia horde and has pulled back. They're getting compo, so that will be some archers. Why is this slinger moving this way? They are losing a lot of money. Gardener's up. No, I didn't know this event existed. There's an elephant stables event that can speed up your elephant production. That's wild. I had no idea that was a thing. So yeah, elephants are now a 5-year build, which seems oddly high. Shouldn't that be less training? I guess it's 100 training. Isn't an elephant normally? How much is a war elephant normally? All right, the Greek people are beginning to rebel. War elephants, 50, is it only 50 training? No, it's normally 100 training. So yeah, okay. Yeah, I had no idea that event existed. So, all right. Some rebels spawning in Greece from both the sages and the champions. Still no ambassadors signed. Some events here. Pick your favorite courtier, or get some civics, or some this. We are going after that rebel. Both rebels dealt with. Yeah, I still can't get over this elephant barracks event. It's just, that seems insanely good, right? If you have an elephant UU, 50% production time, that's training cost. So you see the elephant here is only 50 training. If that works on an elephant UU, that's insane. And you trigger it by like building war elephants and then build your UU out of that. And now your UU is at 50% off. That's an 80 strength, 8 strength, 80 training, 8 strength unit. That's incredibly efficient. Carthage stock rising. All right, I'm going to add a reminder here because we're at 0 orders and 3 minutes left. And as far as I can tell, nothing to be done. All right, there we go. All right, let's see what Rome does here. Okay, Rome is moving in. Do not forget to grab another unit. Yes, for commander. Sorry, falling asleep. No worries. Okay. I think this is pretty much GG here. See if the Greeks can do anything. They are pushing back. They're still resisting though. Take care, Dodge Rocket. Yeah, I mean, I never knew that event existed, so shows you how often I build war elephants. So we got a lot of training in the bank. I think I would have preferred this archer like being force marched and then attacking here. Splitting damage across 2 units does not matter. All right, end turn button, please. I got an elephant ready to go here. Lost a spearman. Realistically, not much. Obviously doesn't know about more units on the way. Rome, though, to be fair, has kind of attacked this. They're kind of been putting in units piecemeal, just sending a couple in at a time, as opposed to like sending a bunch. So that's why they're able to be picked off. So, and just serious order issues. All right, let's see what Rome does here. Should be pretty easy to clean up here. Oh my lord, in a champ city. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Rome is just kind of out of orders. Things I would love from Rome is building a road network connecting their city. They have been burning a lot of resources, a lot of orders moving along. They have a pretty good coastal movement here, but then up this river, and they kind of need some roads just straight across the map. Road network right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 would save them so many orders to make units go. Three hoplites. Maybe they're hoping for the hoplites. Just not even sure what the path to victory is at this point, though. Like, Rome is 10 cities to your 3. He's way ahead of you on science. These turns are happening faster, though, so. All right. Zealot continuing to murder things here. Got the war elephant in play as well. We're just slowly eliminating the Greek units. Just 3 left now. I guess 4, counting that militia. It's been holding that camp. All right, well, yeah, Rome definitely should have built roads even now. Roads would be helpful. Camel Archer, zoom unit. Look at how far this Camel Archer can go with a force march. With a force march, the Camel Archer can get from where it spawned in Londinium to here, which is wild. Another rebel warrior has spawned for Greece. They produced this. Maybe they're hoping for the hoplites. Yeah, I'm not sure why we're building treasuries when we are. Is this an autonomous city? No. I don't think a seat can be. A seat can be autonomous. So, yeah, camels can get across the entire map. They're so mobile. Big a zoom unit. Yeah, a camel can sit on the arid tile and just go to town here. Presume Greece is waiting here for the hoplites. That's the only thing I can think of. I don't think the hoplites are going to make a difference. But yeah. Still not seeing any influencing. So we're going to keep getting rebels until that fixes. Could also assign a diplomat here, which would instantly fix the opinion issue. Ambassador can help as well. All right, that is the fourth law being researched for Rome. So they are going in here for the kill. Let me take out this archer. Oh, conveniently the warrior moved out. Okay, so we just have the archer and a slinger left, and then I guess the rebel warrior. Yeah. The hoplites will come out next turn for Greece, so we'll see how that goes. But much weaker and primitive here. And there's surrender. GG. Congratulations, Wu.
Hello? Hey.
Hello, yes, can you hear me? Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. I was trying to like finish the game at the end there,
Yeah.
kind of by not gathering all my forces and then engaging. I was just getting kind of antsy. It was so boring. But my opponent played well.
Yeah, no, you did a really nice job. Curious actually as to your thinking behind land consolidation. Tell us about how you read the map and decided to go for that, because that was a pretty early land consolidation.
Well, the map's mirrored, right?
Yes.
And my opponent had taken the median site,
Mm-hmm.
and I was thinking like it was kind of risky because I saw that they were at like one law and similar. And I was thinking that they were just gonna punish me with like maybe a quick phalanx and like a couple of uh, slingers. So I was just kind of reluctant. I'm like, I'll just do the saber thing and clear my side of the map and
Yeah.
take the upper middle site with the landowners with the other three, and just maybe try and deny resources to the rest of my opponent because I was up on so many cities. I saw. I
Yes.
think
Yeah.
I was up
10,
at like
10 to
three
3.
cities at turn 25 when they were
Yep.
on three.
Yeah, it was
I
very,
was like,
very nice, fast expansion from Rome. It was really
yeah,
nicely done.
yeah. Rome, I'm surprised people don't play it more often. Like Greece is just like it's great single player, but I don't know. It needs a bit of a rework if it's gonna be competitive in multiplayer.
I mean, I think there's some power in Greece still. Maybe some folks will show it off in the tournament. But yeah, I mean, I think Rome is obviously very explosive. Like the tactician opening, very fast clears was great to see.
Yeah, yeah. I
Um,
think I think it's gonna get nerfed if it gets played enough because it does do pretty well. It depends on the map.
Definitely depends on
Depends
the
on the
map.
map.
Yeah. Cool.
Because
Any other things you want to share about the game, or any other thoughts or feedback, or folks in chat? Any questions? Some folks are saying impressive expansion, and hopefully you'll enjoy the cast. I think part one was on the science
um,
channel. Part two is
I
on
just
mine.
I just hope it wasn't like too boring of a game to watch
No, I mean, I
because yeah,
think if I give you feedback at the end, like just building a road network across the map would have been really helpful for you. You had decent rivers and great coastal connections, but then the
yeah.
kind of the middle, you kind of like grabbing some workers
Yeah,
for some
I didn't
turns just
usually
to build
build
some
my
roads.
road
Yeah.
network, and like I was always hurrying for orders.
No, I
I'm
saw
just
that. Yeah.
yeah,
And
and
then your robust leader died as well, which didn't help. So
the schemer. I'm glad he died actually because he was like nobody liked him in the zealot. Well,
yeah,
I think the zealot like came to throne us right after I got my Hastades.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's true. And then zoom, zoom. And then I presume one of your leaders was unpopular. I think that same schemer. I don't know
yeah.
if you
I was
noticed
trying to
that.
pick my team with my zealot. I thought I made a mistake and I had to switch to Roman paganism.
I see.
I think it was
Okay.
a mistake adopting Zorro as a state religion. It kind of pissed everybody off.
Yeah, I mean, if you
But
do that, you basically have to convert everyone else. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, please enjoy the cast. It was definitely really nice expansion, and loved reading the map to go land consolidation early. That was super
to be
cool.
honest, this is like I don't really play a multiplayer ever. I've just been watching you guys play it.
Yeah,
It's been like through your videos and find Baldus, and then just like
yeah.
kind of like just like absorbing information.
No, I
But
mean,
yeah,
you did really well, and man, I love this camel archer. It can like pretty much go across the entire map by itself. It's just
get to see the action. You just like kind of. I got lucky there because I got the camel event. I was like, wow, that really
oh, and
worked
then you
out for
put in
me.
the champ seat. Okay, that's where the camel came from. Amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Well, thanks so much, and good luck in the rest of the tournament. So,
All right,
thank you for subbing in. Take care. Bye bye.
take it. Yeah.
And that'll conclude the cast. Thanks, folks, for watching, and have a great rest of your time.